Hello everyone, and thank you for pressing play. This video is one of the many ways that I highlight and contour. I'm just starting off with brows and a moisturized face and some leftover red lipstick, but that's another story. The primer that I use most of the time is Morphe's Perfecting Face Primer. It has no scent, it's really light, and I just rub it in all over my face with my fingers. And I'm using a beauty blender for this video. I don't always, but I love the beauty blender. And MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. I always use this foundation for years and years and years. It's my favorite. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm just using the beauty blender to gently press it into my skin by gently dabbing all over my face, the corners of my nose. Make sure you get your hairline and your jaw. Just make sure that you blend your foundation in all of your face, and the beauty blender is going to help you do that evenly and give you a nice soft finish. So I'm using the same beauty blender to apply my highlight. I use MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer in NC42, which is about 2 or 3 shades lighter than my foundation. You don't want to go too light, but it's always going to depend on your skin tone. And I'm placing it in the areas that I want to attract light, which is right underneath my eyes, above my cheekbones, down my nose, middle of my forehead, cupid's bow, chin. And you want to work, if you use Pro Longwear Concealer, you want to work it in quickly because it dries really fast. And once it dries, it does not move or crease, for me at least. So just pat your life away until it's blended in and pressed into your skin evenly. Now I'm using Nye Banana Powder to set my highlight. Some people love it, some people hate it. I love it. It gives me like a soft yellow tint and a matte look, and I love a matte finish. So I'm just placing it over the areas that I use the Pro Longwear Concealer and using the same beauty blender to go back over these areas. I contour with a cream first. I use Morphe's Color Perfection Quad in Dark, the darkest color that's clearly empty, that I'm trying to make last forever. And I'm using one of I don't know if it's Morphe or Morphe, correct me please, I don't know. But I call it Morphe, one of Morphe brushes. And I'm placing my contour in the areas that I want to detract light, which is right underneath my cheekbones. If you smile or suck your cheeks in, you'll find the hollows of your cheek, and you want to work it into that point. And the perimeter of your forehead, your temples. This is going to give my face a slimmer look. The purpose is to enhance your bone structure, or slim down certain areas of your face without the surgery. Then I'm going in with the third darkest shade from that same quad to slim down my nose just a tad. My nose I have my dad's nose. It's really wide and there's a little hump on it. But you don't want to get too crazy with the contour. Some people are born perfectly chiseled. Some people need a little work. Hey, I need a little work. And I'm using Hair and Makeup Addiction's Chiseler brush to buff in the bronzer into my cream. Sometimes I do it separately and I just buff out the contour with the contour brush, but I just decided to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and buff my bronzer into my contour. I always set the cream with a powder, but I don't always set it with a bronzer. But I really like the look that the Refined Golden Bronzer by MAC gives to my contour, so I do use it often. And I'm just using back and forth in circular motions to blend out not only the cream, but the bronzer into all the areas that I contoured. Now if you really want your contour to pop, you can go back in with your highlight powder or cream and go right underneath your contour, and it's going to make your cheeks appear to pop out a little bit more. So if you have struggle cheekbones like me, you might need to make your contour pop a little bit more by going back under it with the light powder. Now I'm going in with my favorite powder by MAC, Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark. And it's a very natural matte finish. I'm going over my highlighted areas so that it transitions better into my contour. But you can also use this powder for touch-ups throughout the day or by itself. Of course, it's optional. I'm going in with Gold Deposit, which is also a MAC powder, and I'm just applying it over my cheekbones to give my highlight a little glow. The eye makeup that I used on this particular day was very simple, so I wanted my face to have a nice little glow, so this powder will do just that. So I used to be a blush abuser. I mean, my mom hated how much blush me and my sister used to wear, but I've really calmed it down a bit. I'm just adding it to the apples of my cheeks. This is Empress by Morphe, my favorite pink blush to wear because it's really soft and natural looking. And I have a mole on my chin that sometimes gets lost in my foundation and highlighting, so I'm just using a felt tip eyeliner pen to bring it back to life. And that's pretty much it for my face. I could use a little mascara and walk out the door if I wanted to. Maybe a little lip gloss can hurt. Get all this red lipstick off from the night before. But yeah, that's it. And I did do my eyes, and that can be seen in part 2 of this tutorial. It's very simple, a eyeliner look. So if you want to check that out, you can click on part 2. Also check out my blog, Ellarie.com, and don't forget to subscribe. Love ya! Mwah.